Check out my card today, ladies. Even though I didn't like the color, it turned out pretty good. And I did the inside in the envelope. Join me in the craft room and I'll show you how. Last week I got Oh So Eclectic and Petal Pink. So that's my ink. From my Oh So Eclectic set, I'm going to use, I've got a piece of paper stuck behind it, this one and this one. I have a piece of the Twinkle Twinkle DSP, and this one has the dots on it. It actually has Petal Pink in it. You do not need to use this if you don't have any paper that matches. I'm going with Very Vanilla as my solid, or my neutral this time. So I have a scrap of Very Vanilla. I have a scrap of my Petal Pink. My card base is Petal Pink, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Very Vanilla that is actually 3.5 by 4 3/4. I have a piece of Very Vanilla that's 4 by 5.5, 5 1/4. I have my envelope. I have my petals embossing folder. And I'm going to use the stitch shapes, and I have the two squares, the two largest squares. So with that, the first thing I want to do is I want to stamp my image, and I'm going to do 2 of them. So I'm going to stamp one, and I'm going to stamp the other. All right, and now I'm going to stamp my inside, but I need to off-stamp it. So I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to add it inside. So it's just a hint. It doesn't matter if it goes outside the lines because we're going to be cutting it out. All right, so there we go. And as I said, we're going to do some fussy cutting. All right, I've got those done. I need to emboss this and to cut my squares out. I'll be back. I got my piece embossed and my piece cut out. So now it's time to get our card going. All right, I want to take, and I'm going to fold my card base in half. Use my bone folder for a good crisp fold. All right, this is going to go on here at a slight angle. So what I need to do is I need to put tear and tape on the back of this because it's embossed, and I never have good luck with snail or glue. If it's embossed, I use the tear and tape and I don't have to worry about it coming apart. So I'm going to put tear and tape all the way around. And then the fun begins getting the backing off. I really struggle with getting this backing off. Anybody got any hints? Send them my way. I use my pokey tool and it's still I still struggle with it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to burnish my ends real good and see if I can get it off easier. See what I mean? I just, oh, there it comes. Okay, 1, 3 to go. All right, this one's coming. 2 to go. If you can get it underneath and lift it, it the key is not pulling up the other end. One to go. Sometimes you go under the tape and it pulls up the whole end, and I don't want that. Okay, got it off. All right, now I'm going to set this on here at a slight angle, like so. And now I need to put this on. And this is way too big, so I need to cut it down. Let me do that. Okay, this is actually 1 3/4 by 4, and it's gonna go on just off kilter a little bit, not a lot, like so. And this again has to go on with tear-in tape because you're attaching it to something that is embossed. So I'm going to put this on, and I'm just going to do the 2 sides. I don't think I have to worry, and I cut into my paper a little. Have to watch that. Lay my scissors right up the side. All right, get that out of the way. Now I'm going to burnish the ends of this. It's a little bit harder with the I can't think, the DSP. All right, got that one off. It doesn't want to come. There we go, got it off. All right, now I'm going to kind of offset it just slightly, and I'm watching my top and bottom so that it's just about evenly spaced. This is next. I know you're thinking, where are you going with this? And this again is going to go on, and I'm going to use glue on this because the tear-in tape is just too big. So I'm going to apply my glue and then work on, set it aside so it can dry some. I shouldn't say dry some, but set some. These I'm going to put on with dimensionals. So I'm going to add my dimensionals, if I can find them. Here they are. All right. Let's put 1 dimensional there, 1 dimensional there. So 1 on each side. And I may put a dot of glue at the bottom. I'm just afraid it's not gonna lay down right, so I have to kind of wait and see. This is dry, and I'm gonna put this on, and it's just gonna go at a slight angle. It almost mimics this one, like so. And now it's time to add our flowers. Take off the backs, and I'm going to add, see, I'm going to put a dot of glue at the bottom of each of these because I think it'll stay down. I'm just afraid that it'll get picked up. Of course, I may put a dot of glue. Can't get it to come out. I don't want to squeeze too hard. Just kind of spread this out a little bit. It'll go better. This is thin enough that I think I'm okay. All right, I'm going to put this one here, like so. Glue dots are sticking to me, or the backings, and that one down there, like so. Now, you can very easily add a sentiment. I don't usually add sentiments to mine. What I usually do is I will add embellishments instead of a sentiment, and then I can use it for anything. So I pulled out those sequins that I tried to use last week that didn't work, and these match pretty good. So I'm going to use those. You don't have to do this, but I wanted to add a little bit of extra oomph to my card. All right, now I got 2 stuck together on 1 glue dot. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulled out 1 too many, oops, I was gonna say, 1 too many sequins because I don't You want to use an odd number. Remember, odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. So I'll put one there. And one here. And one over here. And then one down here. And I'm just randomly placing them. And there. All right, look at that. That turned out cute. Not my favorite color. I really struggle with finding something to go with it. I guess I'm going to have to think about, I always think of white, and maybe I need to think of vanilla. And I did the inside in the envelope, and I didn't off-stamp this one. I forgot. I also rocked my thing, but you can see how dark it is. You kind of lose it, so that's the reason why off-stamping it is better. Let's see what we're gonna do next week. Let's see, I gotta pull out, I've got two. I didn't look at either one. Separate them. All right, I've got Painted Harvest, and let's see what color I'm gonna put with Painted Harvest. I want it to be brown. Oh, Old Olive. I can work with that. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed my video today and that I've inspired you. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you come back next week as I do Painted Harvest with Old Olive. Have a great day.